Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-embarking on an extraordinary journey to a place that many people might not be able to point to on a map, but which holds some of the most stunning and unique treasures in Africa. We're heading to the vibrant and lush nation of Equatorial Guinea. Fasten your seatbelts because this is going to be an adventure you won't forget. Equatorial Guinea is a fascinating country split between its mainland territory, Río Muni, and several islands out in the Atlantic. Our main destination today is the largest and most famous of these islands, Biako Island, home to the nation's capital, Malabo. Just flying into Malabo is an experience in itself. As you descend, you'll see this emerald green island rising dramatically from the deep blue ocean, its volcanic peaks often shrouded in a mystical layer of clouds. It's a breathtaking first impression that perfectly sets the stage for the wonders to come. Stepping into Malabo is like stepping into a living history book where different eras coexist. The city is a captivating blend of old and new. On one hand, you have the bustling energy of a modern African capital with new buildings and infrastructure projects transforming the skyline. On the other, you are surrounded by the undeniable charm of its colonial past. Spain's influence is everywhere, and it's most beautifully preserved in the city's stunning architecture. Let's take a walk through the historic heart of Malabo. The first stop for any visitor has to be the Cathedral of Santa Isabel. This isn't just a church, it's a masterpiece. With its twin neo-Gothic towers reaching for the sky, it dominates the city's central square, Plaza de la Independencia. The sheer scale and intricate detail of the cathedral are awe-inspiring. It was designed by a student of the famous Gaudi, and you can see that creative flair in its design. Standing in front of it, you really feel the weight of history and the fusion of European and African culture. It's a photographer's dream, especially in the golden light of the late afternoon. Just a short walk from the cathedral, you'll find more architectural gems. The presidential palace, painted in a soft peachy color, is another grand example of colonial design, though it's heavily guarded, of course. But what I love most is just wandering through the side streets. You'll find these beautiful old wooden houses with wide verandas and intricate latticework painted in a rainbow of pastel colors. Some are perfectly preserved, while others are gracefully aging, with vines creeping up their walls. Each one tells a story of a bygone era of traders and plantation owners and the complex history of this island. It's this mix of grandeur and rustic charm that makes Malabo so unique. But Biako Island's allure extends far beyond the city limits. We're leaving the colonial streets behind and heading for the clouds. We're going to ascend Pico Basel, the highest mountain in Equatorial Guinea. This dormant volcano towers over 3,000 meters above sea level, and the journey to its summit is an adventure in itself. The road winds its way up through dense, tropical rainforest. The air gets cooler and fresher with every turn, and the sounds of the city are replaced by the symphony of the jungle, the calls of exotic birds, and the chatter of monkeys. The vegetation here is incredible. You'll see giant ferns, towering trees draped in moss, and an explosion of colorful flowers. Biako Island is a hot spot for biodiversity, and many of the species found here are endemic, meaning they exist nowhere else on Earth. Keep your eyes peeled for primates like the black colobus monkey or the endangered drill. The island is a crucial sanctuary for these animals. As we get closer to the top, the landscape changes again. The dense forest gives way to a more subalpine environment, and then you reach the summit. On a clear day, the view from Pico Basel is simply one of the most spectacular sights in all of Africa. You can see the entire island spread out beneath you, a carpet of green meeting the vast blue of the Atlantic Ocean. You can even see the faint outline of Mount Cameroon on the mainland, another volcanic giant across the water. It's a profoundly humbling experience to stand up there, literally on top of Equatorial Guinea, surrounded by such raw, untouched natural beauty. It makes you feel incredibly small in the grand scheme of things, in the best possible way. Back down from the mountain, the island has more secrets to share. Let's talk about the coast. Bioko's coastline is a dramatic mix of volcanic black sand beaches and rugged cliffs. One of the most famous spots is Arena Blanca, which literally means white sand. It is one of the few white sand beaches on the island and is a popular spot for locals and expats to relax on the weekend. But the real magic happens during the nesting season, when several species of sea turtles, including the giant leatherback, come ashore to lay their eggs. Witnessing this ancient ritual under the moonlight is a truly unforgettable and moving experience. It's a powerful reminder of the importance of conservation and protecting these magnificent creatures. Of course, no trip is complete without diving into the local culture and cuisine. The people of Equatorial Guinea, particularly the Bubi people who are indigenous to Bioko Island, are warm and welcoming. The local markets in Malabo are a feast for the senses. They are vibrant, chaotic, and filled with the colors and smells of local life. You'll find exotic fruits you've never seen before, mountains of fresh fish caught that morning, and all sorts of local spices. And the food, it's delicious. The cuisine is a fusion of traditional African staples with a Spanish twist. Expect a lot of fresh seafood, plantains, yucca, and groundnut sauce. A classic dish you have to try is pepesa, a spicy fish soup that will definitely clear your sinuses, but is absolutely packed with flavor. Eating the local food is the best way to connect with the culture, and every meal here feels like a celebration. Equatorial Guinea, and especially Bioko Island, is a destination that defies easy categorization. It's a place of contrasts, of colonial elegance and wild, untamed nature, of bustling city life and serene, empty beaches. It's a country that's still off the beaten path for most travelers, which means that the experiences you have here feel authentic and deeply personal. From the historic streets of Malabo to the cloud-piercing peak of Pico Basel, this small island nation offers a huge adventure. It challenges your perceptions and rewards you with beauty, history, and a genuine sense of discovery. So, if you're looking for a trip that combines history, nature, and pure adventure, I can't recommend Equatorial Guinea enough. It is a place that will capture your heart and leave you with stories you'll be telling for a lifetime. Thank you so much for joining me on this virtual journey today. I hope it has inspired you to look a little closer at some of the world's less traveled corners. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Let me know in the comments below what you found most fascinating about Equatorial Guinea. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.